I'm a 30-year-old woman, though I can pass for young 20s with how I dress like a young college student, living in Queens, New York City. My neighborhood is pretty residential and generally considered safe. With alternate side parking rules in effect today, I went out dressed in tie-dye sweatpants and a bright orange hoodie to move my car to the side of the street that was now empty so I wouldn't have to move it tomorrow. I was sitting in the car when I noticed an older man, 50s maybe, across the street opening up two cars and turn them on. He's lingering there for a while not moving them. Then, he eventually comes to driver's side of my car and just looks at me and it looks like he's mumbling. I ignore him for 10 seconds, he doesn't leave, so I turn the car off and slightly open the door and say, "Can I help you?" I immediately notice he is cockeyed. He looks unshaven but normal by New York City standards. He says, "I am a diabetic. Do you know what is diabetes?" English was not his first language. I go, "Yeah." And he says, "Okay. You see the black Altima? Can you move it for me right in front of your car? I cannot see well." I say, "What? You want me to move your car for you?" He said yes. I say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't do that. I can't move your car for you." And he's like, "It's my car, it's okay. I have no problem with it." And I'm like, "I know, but I can't, I'm not comfortable doing that. I don't want something to happen to your car. I'm sorry." He throws his hands up and gives me a peace sign and says, "Okay, it's okay, no problem," and walks back to his car. He sits there for a couple minutes, and I'm like, what the hell do I do? I get out of my car and yell at him across the street, "Hey, if you want, I can help guide you to the spot in front of mine." And he hesitates and says yes. Okay, so I guide him. He seems fine driving, but what do I know? He finishes parking and then looks at me while I'm standing on sidewalk and asks again if I know what diabetes is, and I said yes, low blood sugar. And he says yes. Okay, so when I eat too much sugar my vision becomes blurry and I can't see well. Normally it's fine and I drive normal, but I had too much sugar today and I'm having problems seeing. That's why I asked for help moving my car, you see. I live in this neighborhood 4 decades. I know everybody and I'm like, yeah, I understand, but I'm a new driver, so I don't feel comfortable moving someone else's car. I wouldn't want something bad to happen. And he's like, yes, I understand, okay, thank you for the help. And I say no problem and go back to hang out in my car. He then moves his other car, a minivan, with no assistance or issues, sits in his car and then leaves. Walks by my car, says thank you again, and I say you're welcome, without opening my door or window. I don't know why, but this creeped me out, with a strange feeling in my gut. Why did he only ask me to move the Altima and not both cars? Why not just move the cars later tonight or tomorrow morning before the side of the street he's parked on had to be cleared? There were some other people moving cars too, why not ask them? I told my fiancé what happened, and he said I should absolutely not move or touch a stranger's car even if they asked me to, and it could have been an elaborate ploy to kidnap me, which seems highly unlikely to me but not totally improbable. I prefer to give people the benefit of the doubt, but what a strange encounter.